Welcome to my latest battle report. This time it's 2,000 points worth of Dark Angels versus Dark Eldar. So I've set up a lovely table and thing, but we'll get back to that in a minute because I have a guest all the way from across the pond and I have to shout him out first. Say hi, Skarri from Skaredcast.
Hello, everyone!
How you doing?
Fantastic.
What are you doing on this side of the pond? How did they let you out?
I escaped, and I'm here playing some games against some wonderful people.
Yeah,
of course.
Katie plays Tabletop Tactics, Hellstorm Wargaming.
Oh, yes. And many more, hopefully, while I'm here. It's great. I'm really looking forward to it. I think you have a score to settle with me, sir.
Well, see, we've played before. So me and you, I went to Canadian Land.
You did?
And I appeared on your channel.
Yes, you
and
did.
I was very, very drunk. So if people want to see, because we actually stopped halfway through for dinner with Dave and a few others.
And then came back and finished at like 3 a.m.
Yeah. And so I was not...
Which was awesome.
Well, you had work the next day, but...
I wasn't. You were.
I was a bit... So that one, so check out Skaredcast YouTube channel to see me being very inappropriate and shouting at you a lot while I was a bit drunk. But that was really fun. I had a great time and you kicked my ass. Oh no, I've spoiled it now.
Spoiled it. You know what? I think the whole premise was how long did it take me to break you. So if you go watch the game, you can find the point where you broke, which was awesome.
The screaming rant. Yeah, it's entertainment value. And I think the
is.
YouTube title is Did I Break Him? The answer to that question is yes.
Yep.
But I had a great time. This game is about fun. However, talking about fun, you were an ITC Ninja Hedgehog Master. A member of Team Canada.
That's right.
And you're very, well, but the thing is, I've won a tournament too. I try not to mention it very much. But
only 3 times since I've walked into this room.
No, I don't think have I mentioned it already? Because humble is the thing.
Yeah, you know, you've humbly mentioned it 3 or 4 times.
Have I?
I've been in here for like 2 minutes.
Yes. So I won this thing once, like last year, like the Legend of Legend trophies. Now you think you're an ITC Ninja Hedgehog Tournament Sharky Master.
You see.
But now you're in my house.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So you can have it.
So today on the channel, an ITC Ninja Tournament Hedgehog Master goes up against the Legend of Legends. So I'm bringing out my Dark Angels Deathwing list against Skarri's Drukari Real Space Raid. And we're going to be playing Tempest of War. The battle mat is from GameMat.eu. These ruins are from GameMat.eu. All this other stuff is from GameMat.eu. The craters are from GameMat.eu. And the walls have got a bit crazy with the GameMat.eu terrain today. And then we have scatter terrain and things like that from my box.
So what's in your box?
The scatter.
It's very scattered in your box.
Tempest of War deck, 2,000 points, so we get 12 CP a turn, which turns out...
Woo!
Sorry, no, 12 CP at the start of the game, because when we started putting down the CP and stuff, you said to me, 1 minute, we've got too many CP, and I said, no.
I don't play by the rules. I like playing with a mixture of Nephilim and, Tempest of War. And then you were like, no, them's the rules.
The rules in Tempest of War...
And you pulled out the book and rules as written me.
Yes.
And said, this is my house, how dare you.
You can't go... I mean, you're the... Who would have thought an ITC Ninja Hedgehog Master is making up rules?
I make up rules all the time for fun's sake. You know, it's about content, babies, winters.
We're making beautiful content babies right now. That's what's going on. So this is the deployment that we have. Vox static means... CP rerolls cost 2 CP rerolls.
You know the irony of that?
What's the irony of that?
The same one we had in our game when you and I played.
It bit me in the bottom.
It did. And me too. I think we spent a lot of CP on rerolls.
Yeah. You chew through them very quickly. So 2 CP for a reroll. That's the deployment. And take and hold is the classic one, 5, 10, 15. 5 for holding 1 objective, 10 for another 5 points for holding more than your opponent, and 5 if you control 2 or more. We don't know who's deploying on what edge yet. What we do know is this is going to be an awesome amount of fun because Skarri is an absolute legend. Check out Skaredcast YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let's go and have a look at the armies. This is my 2,000 point Dark Angels list. It's full Deathwing. So what that means is, because it's all the elites, you see. So you get the 6 elites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elites. And what happens is you get your 3 CP back for having the detachment with all the elites in. The other thing that Deathwing do is, I've already combat squatted the Terminators. The other thing that Deathwing do is Terminators counters Obsec, which is really nice. We've got Transhuman across the entire army, so you can only wound me on a 4-up. They're fearless, they can't fail morale. There's something else which I've forgotten. Oh yeah, Dark Angels, if I stand still, I got +1 to hit. And from the 3rd battle round, if I'm attacking a character or something with a wounds characteristic of 8 or more, I reroll all wounds. So at the front, we have a Chief Apothecary who's also got a 2nd Warlord trait called Watched, which won't come into effect at all because you don't have any Psykers.
Yeah, we don't really consort with witches.
No, once you split the entire galaxy in half and gave birth to a murder demon, then you decided less of that sort of thing.
You know
in
what?
The Dark
It was
Sea.
a very fun party.
It was a fun party. And you're still feeling the after effects 10,000 years later.
Still got the terrible hangover.
Yes. Here is an Interrogator Chaplain with a jump pack. Interrogator Chaplain has an extra wound and an extra attack. But the reason why I bring an Interrogator Chaplain is because I give him the teeth that, well, you can put a chainsword on an Interrogator Chaplain, so you can turn that into the teeth of terror. And then he's a Master of Sanctity, the high guy, the one who does it on. So you can do 2 litanies on 2s. And one of them is Mantra of Strength. Add that to Teeth of Terror, and he can get up to 9 attacks with Shock Assault. It's crazy good. And then he'll have Litany of Hate, and the other one, which is the +1 to wound thing. The other one that I never use. 2 units of Blade Guard veterans, 1 unit of 5, 1 unit of 6. And then these units in the backfield, there's 2, again, these are Watchers. They deny the Witchers, but you won't need them. I won't need, but this is my list, so I've got denies in here that I don't need. 2 units of Terminators. Now they're cut and paste, so I do combat squad. The thing to notice is where there's the green hoods, there's the sergeant, and this sergeant down there has got a mastercrafted Thunderhammer, which gets up to damage 4. The reason why that's in the list is because of Death Guard and Dreadnoughts and things that do -1 damage and things. So he comes in very useful. And then over here, 2 Cyclone missile launchers. There's a hammer and shield in each of these squads, and 2 standard dudes. So not a lot of shooty in this list, but a lot of rock. It can be move blocked quite easily, so so going first is quite critical, and you can deep strike stuff in as well. Obviously, all the Terminators can deep strike in, but it's a rock list. It's a list that's hard to dig through and should score while the opponent tries to slowly dig their way through it. And yeah, let's go and have a look at the Drukari, blah, blah, blah. This is 2,000 points on the nose of a Drukari real space raid. Talk us through what you've got, Skarri from Skaredcast.
Well, I decided to bring what Archon Skarri likes the best.
Yes.
And that is to bring a hodgepodge from all corners of the Drukari societal structure.
Okay.
So we start with it is a real space raid based on a battalion, which is really fun. It means that you can put multiple units in with multiple Drukari obsessions, get all their rules, and you get access to discount warlord traits, which is really fun with the Alliance of Agony. So let's start with the HQs. So we have Archon Skarri himself. He is running a cabal of the Black Heart today, and he has a blast pistol, an agonizer.
What does Cabal of the Black Heart do?
So it gives me +1 to my power from pain.
Yes.
Because it's in a real space raid, it'll also affect the Incubi and the Mandrakes.
Okay.
It gives me access to Vect the stratagem to make a stratagem of yours more expensive for the rest of the game. And it gives me a reroll to hit every time I roll to hit with a unit, which is really neat.
So all the Cabalites re-roll a hit. Basically, I like a free CP.
Yeah.
All the time, every time.
Nice.
And Power from Pain is your turn-by-turn thing.
Bonus.
Bonus that cracks on. So the Power from Pain starts off with a 6-up.
So you get a 6-up invul. Then turn 2 you get
Advance
and charge.
But the Cabalites will have it from turn 1.
Correct. And the Incubi as well, which is important because they get it in a... So in the real space raid with Blackheart, they get it if you run a real space raid.
Nice.
Which is really cool.
Okay.
Also the Mandrakes as well. Then turn 3 is +1 to hit, but it'll affect them on turn 2.
Okay, we'll skip the rest. We'll get there when we get there.
Cool. So he is running Big Fancy Hat, So -1 to hit and a 5-up, feel no pain. So the soul helm, and he's a consummate weapon master, which makes his agonizer 2 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm running a Prophets of the Flesh part, led by Homunculus Chris.
What does Prophets of the Flesh do?
Gives them transhuman against strength 7 or less.
Okay.
So that's only the Coven stuff.
Only the Coven stuff. So
Grotesques and Talos and the character, I believe, heal a wound at the start of every command phase.
Okay.
If you haven't killed them.
Okay.
And they get access to a reroll hit strat, basically. Oh, and the Vexator Mask, which is the relic that I took on him.
Okay.
Which is a fight last, no Overwatch relic.
Fight last, no. Right, copy.
Yes, and he is a Master Homunculus, so he's taking the Master Regenist. So you can pick 1 unit of Rax within 3 that will get D3 models back at the start of a command phase.
So how many units of racks you got?
So I have, so it's 6 troops in total for the battalion.
Yeah.
So I have 4 units of Rax.
Brilliant.
I have 1 unit of Blood Brides, which we'll get to in a second.
So 1 minute. So this guy can put D3 back in here.
Yes, or there.
And they heal 1 as well or something?
No. That's only monsters and grotesques.
So
Because
that's
these are
these
only
guys.
1 wounded models.
So do they put them back in? Or heal?
He cannot. He can heal them, but he can't bring them back to life if
Right.
they're dead.
Okay.
Neither can the Tals, just the Rax.
I got an apothecary to pick people up, and your homunculus is an apothecary.
He's kind of like an apothecary.
Yeah,
But
so-
the Dark Eldar version.
Stitches them back together again.
So with him, I have brought 20 Rax in a big blob. I've brought 5 Rax, 6 Rax, and then a unit of 10 upgraded Hemoxites, which are in the corner. They're the upgraded Rax. Better invulnerable save, better leadership, better armor save.
So
makes
racks
them
normally
more
have what, a
tougher.
6 up, and these have a 5 up or
Yes.
something?
Yeah, so they're the tougher Rax.
5 up transhuman.
4 up transhuman against strength 7 or less.
Okay,
So
so
it'll
for
only help if you have strength 6 weapons. or
all
strength
these
5
rules,
weapons.
all these mixtures, all this chocolate box, how do you keep it in your head? I asked, do you
Because
want
I
to
only play one faction.
I asked, like, do you want to get your codex out to check anything? He was like, no.
No, I'm good. And then I'm running
There was a
a
witch somewhere.
succubus.
Yes.
She is a master succubus
Okay.
of the Cult of Red Grief.
What does that one do?
That gives me +2 to my advance rolls
For all the witches.
for my witches.
Right.
I also gave her the Blood Glaive, which is a 3 damage Archite Glaive, which is really snazzy.
It's good against Terminators.
And good against most things, have a lot of, especially against like Tyranid warriors and things that have -1 damage. It's nice to have a 3 damage weapon in there.
Yeah.
And precision strikes. So on a 6 to hit, the damage of her weapon will translate into mortal wounds.
Brilliant.
So
Has she
she
got
will-
reroll hits or something?
Nope, none of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how many attacks has she got?
6.
6 is that?
7 with her combat drug when she charges.
Okay, because combat drugs is a thing as well that you can give to witches, which, yeah, okay, right.
Correct.
Moving on.
Then I have a unit of 10 Blood Brides.
Okay.
They're just upgraded witches. They hit on 2s. They have better AP on better rolls.
Yes.
And they're just lots of attacks.
Yes.
A big unit of Trueborn, which are the Cabalite Warriors. They're
Yes.
the elite Cabalite Warriors.
So you've upgraded the witches, the Cabalite warriors, and the homunculi.
And the Hemoxites, correct.
Would you recommend that most Drukari lists actually upgrade these things? Are they-
I recommend the Hemoxites 100% of the time.
Yeah.
The Trueborn about 60 to 70% of the time. And the Blood Brides I rarely take.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to take them because I thought it'd be really fun.
Okay.
I'm taking a big Court of the Archon.
I remember these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they were stupid.
They
Like,
have lots of attacks and they're very tough to kill.
But they're like snakes that are tougher than Terminators to kill for some reason,
Correct.
which is just silly.
Yes.
We had a rant about this. Go and check out Did I Break Winters?
I'm just trying to help you through your grieving process.
Me and this unit have got some issues. We'll sort
Revisit
them out.
that,
We'll
they'll
revisit
die
that
soon.
this game or therapy later.
The Mandrakes, 6 of them.
Yes.
I'm running 5 Incubi in the list.
Yes.
Then 3 Raiders, one of them with a shock brow. 2 Talos with gauntlets, gauntlets, Ichor Injector, and double heat lance.
Yes.
And a unit of Grotesques. And there you have it. That's 2,000 points on the nose.
Now I don't fight Drukari very much.
Mm-hmm.
So half of what you said is witchcraft to me. But I am looking across this army and I can't see very many guns.
I have very few guns.
It's a punchy, spread out, take objectives
I do
kind
have
of
some
list.
guns, like the Lances. These are probably the most guns I have in the list. And then, but you know, the guns that I do have, if they connect, tend to do quite a bit of damage.
So I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that this is a smashy punch army with some black holes that just don't go anywhere.
I like smashy, punchy, smash.
Brilliant. So that's exactly what my Deathwing list is as well. It's a smashy, punch army with hopefully some black holes that don't go anywhere.
We're going to meet next to the objectives and
hold hands for 5 turns.
It's going to be great.
We'll see. Okay, let's go. Well, it's going to be great for one of us, but revenge is a dish best served
cold.
Let's go to the planet. And we're deployed for this 2,000-point match play game, because Tempest of War is match play, the Tournament Ninja Hedgehog Master versus the Legend of Legends. I've put some of my army up this end, but there's an objective there, and an objective over here, and one over... So it's weighted down this end. So I've put a weighted thing this way, but I am deep striking in one close combat unit, so I can jump over there or spread back that way if I need to. You've put a unit of mandrakes down here.
I have.
The
sneaky
boys
behind this nice big ruin.
Yes, and the court, the hated court back here. Why is there a Talos with them?
Because that was the first thing I put down.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to see where you put stuff down.
Okay.
So I put that down. I like them on the flanks because they can zone out the corners a lot of the time.
Okay. Big blob in the middle with all your HQs.
No, one HQ.
One HQ. Where are the other HQs?
Sites, they're in. Ta-da!
Over here.
So the Archon's in this one.
Yes.
The Succubus is in this one.
Okay. And what have you put in reserve, Skarri, from Skaredcast?
I have put one unit of 6 racks in teleport reserve.
Teleport reserve.
With a webway gate stratagem.
What's your thoughts behind that? Why are you doing this?
Because there is a special card that's called Deploy Teleport Homers.
Right.
And if I pull it up, I want to be able to get to your deployment zone fast.
And stick in a thing and deploy some teleport homers.
Correct.
Because you played some Tempest of War, so we've got some familiarity with the cards. I mean, there's 20 cards, so it could come out.
Correct.
So we're deployed, ready to rock.
We are.
Dark versus dark. Angels versus Drukari.
Well, in this age of depravity versus glory.
Depravity versus heroism.
Sure.
That's the other way around, mate.
Is it? Is it a you heroism?
I'm fairly depraved, actually.
I'm depraved as well.
No, I'm more depraved.
No, I'm more depraved. I birthed a god.
Okay, you're definitely more. Roll off, see who must go first. Guess first. Get after you.
This is nice.
It's a nice little
guess
thing,
first.
yeah.
Here's a 6.
It's not a 6. And it's a 4 each, look.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try this again. Okay. Deployment zone TV icon. No!
That's a 1.
The opposite.
Oh
my goodness gracious.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Can you roll something different? No, it's my fault, isn't it? I'm rolling the same as you.
You're matching me.
I'm trying to copy
I guess
you.
the depravity might be about the same.
No,
here.
you're definitely more depraved.
And a 6, come on. Oh, it's better. What?
What is the chances of this? One more time.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah.
6.
This will make a horrible edit.
Consistent. What? And thank you for watching, everyone.
I have no words.
You speechless.
That's
hard to fathom.
We could be here for some time.
Okay.
As we try and roll a number that's
6.
different from each other.
I don't even know if that counts.
That's
there you go.
Well, do you want that not to count?
I don't care.
Okay,
what do you
brilliant.
normally use?
Normally I do majority facing, so it was clearly a 3. It is Dark Angels turn 1. Would you like to surrender?
No.
Let's go to Dark Angels turn 1. Here are the orders for the Dark Angels in turn 1. They want us to take ground and grind them down. This one's going to be tricky, but secure no man's land quite simply. I've got to hold 2 objectives in no man's land and extend battle lines, hold my objective and 1 in no man's land as well. So it looks like I am going forward into the Drukari meat grinder. Here we are after the Dark Angels movement phase, some advancing to get closer to the hated Drukari. My chaplain's shouting out some litanies, but they couldn't hear his litany of hate. And looking across this battle grid, line of sight is a thing. This unit advanced up there, no guns. This unit down here can't actually draw line of sight or range to anything. And over here, I can't shoot anything down behind the ruins. The only thing that I have line of sight and range to is this massive blob of transhuman nastiness down here. I have managed to extend my battle lines because I control 2 objectives, one in no man's land, but that's it for now. So with that in mind, let's throw lots of shots down into this blob over here. This unit here can only shoot at that unit, so I'm going to be hitting on 3s, and they're toughness 5 because there's a homunculus nearby. That's what he does. He buffs racks. He gives them a +1 toughness. So in the end, only 1 wound.
So into them,
Yes.
they are -1 AP because they're heavy bolt pistols.
Yes.
So 6 up invulnerable save or...
Oh, that's
exciting.
a good start.
Yeah.
Let's continue to pour fire down into them. We're doing storm bolters from here into that squad, and it is 2s to hit actually because I stayed still, and 5s to wound you with the bolters of the storm variety. That's only 2 more wounds. 2 more 6-up saves, and
I like these dice, Winters. Can I keep them?
no. You can't keep rolling 6-up invulnerable saves, can you? This is all the missiles that are going in, and because the squad is larger than 10, I get the max number of shots. But it is strength 4.
Correct.
So I need 5s to wound.
These are AP1 though, because they're heavy on
They are.
Devastator Doctrine.
Yes.
Which is fancy.
So 5s.
Decent. 6 ups.
Yes.
And 5-up shrug damage.
Yep. I kill 4. Okay. So you can heal D3 a turn. I need to throw some more firepower in. So these rockets will do the same thing, raining down some hate. Detonating amongst the rack lines on 2s. And wounding them on 5s. Another 6 saves.
Oh.
And 2 more 6s again. Well done.
Okay,
5-up shruggies.
I like those 5s.
And that's another 3. And interestingly enough, that is the end of my turn. I've extended battle lines 5 points to 0.
Yeah.
And it's your turn 1.
Well, are you going to get rid of any of your cards?
Probably.
Morale test as the racks get peppered by fragmentation rockets.
Nice.
Leadership 8.
Okay.
They lost 7.
So you're rolling high when you need to. You're rolling low when you need to. That should have been another 6. I can't see a reason not to keep that one, so I'll keep that one. No, I've done that one, sorry. I'll keep that one. And grind them down if you don't score it. It says otherwise you must discard this secondary anyway, so I can keep that. But mind you, I've got to kill more than you. I haven't killed any, so I might as well get rid of that. As we go on to Drukari, turn 1. Before we do anything, let's see how many racks the homunculus is able to stitch back together.
Is this another 6?
No, just
one more.
One.
One comes back. So what have I got? Investigate sites, try getting in the middle of the battlefield.
And do an action, yeah.
Capture enemy outpost, take the objective in your deployment.
Tricky.
Kill a character, which I got after getting rid of a tempting target.
It's very Drukari.
Very, but this early in the game, it's very hard to achieve, which means the Drukari are going to be spending this turn mainly maneuvering, I believe.
Yeah, all of these are tricky.
Yeah.
Let's go on to movement phase. In the Drukari movement phase, Mandrake stepping back there, the court of the Archon with the hatred drone. What's it called?
The hatred.
The hatred drone. These things. Pain engine. That's the one.
The Talos.
Yes, it looks like a Talos pain engine. It's a drone. It's like the Death Guard thing. It's popped into my head.
The flesh mower.
That's the one. So he's there. These guys are staying relatively stock still. There was some advancing around the back, but you're not coming at me, bruh.
No, you're slower than I am. And
What? There's no need to be rude.
Well. In terms of cognitive capacity. So I'm going to stay behind this crater.
I've got my GCSEs. I've got my GCSEs and everything. Do you have GCSEs in Canada? What did GCSEs? Do you know what GCSE is?
Like a general diploma?
Sort of.
Okay.
I actually as well. In the swimming, I went down, I got my brick, came up again. I got that one.
What's
did you?
A brick?
In the pool, did you not swim down and get your brick?
No, I swam a mile upstream.
Why?
Because I was in Scouts. It was the mile swim.
Was it cold?
It was.
Oh, it's just, yeah. So they're stay still, and then over here, this stuff busted forward. There's a lot of people in these things. Talk us through what's in them again. There's like 10, 10, and 10,
True
right?
one. Which is in the Archon.
Yes.
Incubi and Rex.
So there's, as well as that, there's another 20 plus things pushing round this way towards 5 Terminators and my backfield objective over there.
Correct.
There's a lot of pain coming my way.
That's the aim, is the pain.
Talking about pain, shall we go on to the shooting phase?
Let's do it. Little loss of factor, firing at that unit of Terminators.
Okay.
Hits. Does not move. Second loss of factor, same thing. Does not hit.
Okay.
Palace.
Yes.
2 heat lances.
Heat lances.
Mega death ray heat lances.
These are like melters,
Leading fours. 1 hit.
Yes.
Leading fours again. Ooh, 1 invulnerable save. Well, it's AP4.
AP4 becomes AP3 because of the crater, and then becomes AP2 because of either Storm Shields or Armor Contempt. So it's all a 4-up anyway.
Yes.
So
Who's taking it?
I don't know. It's all 4-up. Let's put it on. Well, there's 3 shields there, so let's put it on the shield guy.
That makes sense.
Sorry.
So you went for a brick, did you?
Drop dice don't count. A fail.
That'll be at least 3 damage.
Will it? One's dead. Next shot.
Got him. Next shot, I've got a Dark Lance from this Raider.
Yes.
Firing to him as well. And a reroll to hit because I'm Black Heart.
Heart
Nothing
so
there.
black.
Then this Dark Lance will fire into the same one.
Hits.
That one hits. That one also wounds.
And I make the save this
save.
time.
Then I've got another Dark Lance. firing to
Lance
that unit.
number 3.
Ooh, Black Heart hits. And on a 4. Yep, that's another one. That'll do
1 minute.
4 damage.
Let's do a command point reroll.
Ooh, 2 CP.
Which costs 2 CP.
fancy.
Because the thing about the Deathwing list is, apart from Line Unbreakable and Fury of the First and Steady
is a good one.
Advance,
Yeah.
that's it really
And
for
Lion
strats.
Line.
Yeah, Line Unbreakable, that one.
Yeah.
The Lion Line, yeah.
the
So-
Lion Line.
A 4+. That works.
Okay.
I've only lost a dude so far.
There you go. So I am going to fire and fade said Raider
Right.
to make sure that my blast pistol gets in range now.
Okay.
Go Gadget Archon Skarri's
That's
blast
beautiful. So that's ITC, Tournament Ninja, Hedgehog, shot. So you fired a thing, and then you can fire and fade, and now you can fire another thing.
pistol. That was closer because it's a 6-inch range.
That's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Archon Skarri himself. Hits.
4s.
Wounds.
Ooh,
Look at all
double
these
6.
6s.
I love it.
Can I roll a 6?
These dice are
I
fantastic.
can't roll a 6.
D6 damage for Skarri.
It doesn't kill one.
Just 1 damage.
You could CP reroll that if you want.
No, I can't because he's in a transport. So you can't CP reroll for a model in a transport.
I had no idea that was a thing, and I've been playing this game forever. Have you got any more guns?
Yes, I do. The entire squad of witches will now shoot into your Terminators as well.
But they've only got little pistols, right?
And a grenade.
Okay.
So the grenade,
Yes.
3 shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
You miss.
Excellent.
Okay. The grenade
8
explodes
more.
harmlessly around the tactical dreadnought.
The
armor's
plasma
feet.
grenade, 8 little shots from them,
What's
needing 4s to wound.
What's a plasma grenade?
It's AP1.
Not AP
Strength
Mike.
4. Yeah.
So it will still be 2-up saves because of craters and
Yes.
things.
So just 2-up saves for 3 from the pistols. Little pistol shots. Ah, so close.
So close.
Now the Trueborn will open fire.
Okay.
And I will do all the rifles first. Now I do have Splinter Axe on this Raider, which allows me to rapid fire at 24 inches.
Does it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's like you know what you're doing with the list.
We're going to do 14 poison shots
Yes.
from the guys inside, hitting on 2s because they are Trueborn.
Reroll a hit.
No, I'm going to save that for my Dark Lance and my Blasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 4s to wound
Because poisoned.
because they are definitely
Is that
poisoned.
5?
That is 5.
5. 2-up saves.
Very nice.
That one is
Yes!
injured. Falls.
That's all I needed.
Then you hit with the blaster.
So I'm going to do the Dark Lance first.
Oh,
Hits. Does not wound.
yes.
And then 2 blasters. 2 hits. Needing 4s.
So these Trueborn
1.
people are all pimped, aren't they? They've got all the
Yeah,
shizzle.
they've got a whole bunch of stuff.
I failed that save
D6 damage on this one.
for just 1. So is there any more firepower
That's
coming out
it
of this
for
corner?
firepower.
So loads of firepower ricocheting out of this corner. You kill 2 brave, powerful Death Guard. Dark Angels, Terminators.
Continue that train of thought.
Put one
Welcome
down.
to chaos.
To 1 wound remaining. Any more shots anywhere along the line? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Charges?
No.
No charges.
No, I
'cause
can't charge when I fire and fade. And
They advanced.
so they cannot charge either.
It's a cautious start for both of us.
Correct. Well, the cards didn't help.
The cards didn't help. I'm assuming you're ditching pretty
And
much
I'm
all
going to
of
get
them.
rid of all of them.
So at the end of turn 1, it's 5 points to 0. At the start of turn 2, I will get 10 points for being on 2 objectives, but I'm not on more than Skarri. He's on 2 as well. As we go on to Dark Angels, turn 2. These are good orders again for the Dark Angels. Secure No Man's Land still in my hand. 2 objectives in No Man's Land. And Battlefield Supremacy, any 3. Should be able to get both of them this turn and then not fail a morale or fall back, or this is nice.
Or move away from an objective.
Yes. So there's a lot of pain coming down in this pain train on my left flank. So my reinforcements have dropped in here to secure this left flank, and they're going to step forward and try and take out one of these raiders. Slow down Skarri a little bit. The unit on my home field objective stayed still. All of this stuff here can't move off of that objective, and no retreat, no surrender, but I'm happy with that at the moment. Next turn I could go busting on forward. Do I take them a couple of steps forward? Let's put them a couple of steps forward. No, 1 minute, you've got to advance and charge. So we'll leave them there. This back unit moved forward, but I spent 2 CP on steady advance, so the counter stationary, which means my missile launchers will be hitting on 2s instead of 4s.
You clearly moved.
Yes, but it's steady. The order went out to advance steadily.
Oh.
So they were very ginger, tippy-toe Terminators. That's what went on there. I got off Litany of Hate and Mantra Strength from my Interrogator Chaplain, so lots of re-rolls going on there. Up this side, this unit up here would love to shoot at the Mandrakes, but this is a ruin and completely blocks line of sight. So there's a smoking, steaming thing going on there, and they can't peer through the flames coming out of that ruin. This unit here, however, just had to walk onto that objective to get me secure no man's land and battlefield supremacy for 10 points.
That's a 10.5-inch move.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
So now we're going to shoot some stuff. We're going to start off with the missile launchers, raining some more hate down into this big blob.
A big blob that is still above 10.
Nice.
How many shots is this?
20 shots.
24?
20. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew that. 20 hitting on 2s. 5s to wound, no AP though. We're in the tactical doctrine.
They are surrounding that crater.
Yep.
5 up saves for the cover.
And that's
Very
3 saves
nice,
so far. That's good.
Very nice. And 5s again.
3 more die.
Go down.
Okay. How many is left there? Because missiles are a thing now. And
it is a grand total of 11.
11?
Yes.
It's perfect. That means the missiles over here are 24 more shots raining in. Hit on 2s.
I'm going to spend a command point.
On
for
what now?
Strike from the shadows.
What's that then?
Give me an additional +1 to my save.
So you'll be on a 4.
Give me a 4
Okay.
against your rockets.
Strike from the shadows. 5s to wound? I do 2 wounds.
Good use of a CP there. Force.
And then a 5.
Didn't even matter. 5 up. 1 dice.
Now, that squad is all in rapid
Yeah,
fire
right.
range as
Yeah,
well. And there's 1, 2, 3 Storm Bolters. On 2s because of steady advance. And then 5s to wound because you're chonky. 5, 6, 7 wounds. Now, these are AP -1 because the tactical doctrine's in effect.
So 5 up because of my strike from the shadows.
Yes.
Ooh.
You take
that
that.
saved a couple.
Right.
And
Do you feel the pain?
5s. I take 2 more casualties.
How many died in total? Because morale is
You've
a thing.
killed 6 so far.
Nice. We had some more pissed off fire, incidental firepower, which didn't injure anyone. This squad round here, shooting into mandrakes.
Yep.
There's only one
-1
storm
to hit.
bolter in this squad, so only 2 hits. What's their toughness?
There's 2 through. They're not a solid
wound.
5 up invulnerable save.
Oh.
You kill one.
One goes pop. And then the last thing left to fire, because there's no... Oh, there is a storm bolter in that squad, which is going to charge. Is this big squad here and the squad that teleported in. And I'm in a target-rich environment and I don't know what to shoot at. I think I want to take down one of those boats. So I've got 4 missiles, which can... Mind you, what's the grotesque saves and things?
They have a 6 up invulnerable.
Yes.
Toughness 5.
Yes.
And they have 4 wounds each.
Right.
With a 5+ shrug as well.
So I could fire missiles into them. Or the boat. 1, 2, 3, it's going into the boat. That says fire at the grotesques. Never listen to Zinch. So I'm firing into the boat. 2s to hit the boat.
Yes. Yeah, you're good.
You were thinking about fire. Yeah, I should have given you
rolled
the
it.
opportunity to spend the
Correct.
CP.
Now it's too late. And you hit with everything.
And I hit a wound twice.
5 up impulse. I take 1.
And that is 6
Ooh,
damage. Then we're
down
going to
to
do some
4
stormy
remaining.
bolters of the storm variety. 2 in that squad and in line of sight and range, which will need 5s to wound. And
If you want, so 5s. 2 more damage, down to 2 remaining.
2 remaining. Right. There's a storm bolter here. Same target.
Ooh,
threes to hit.
Very nice.
2 more wounds.
Need some 5s here.
The Raiders on 1 wound left. This squad here, hitting on 3s. I hit you 3 times. Wounding on 5s.
Stonebolter, the bane of 2 more.
2 more.
Nope, it dies. Does it explode?
Please don't explode, you're a bit close.
It does.
Of course it explodes, but I think it only does 1 mortal wound.
Does D3.
Does it?
There's 1 with a wound taken on there.
Yeah, so D3 on me.
So D3 on a 2. You lose a Terminator. No.
No, so 1's on 1 wound remaining.
1.
And then I'll do a lot of rolling off camera for the things. Boom, mortal wounds applied everywhere. Let's see how many die.
Okay, acrobatic display. These are the witches of the Red Grief. They've practiced this acrobatic display as
4 of them. They didn't practice hard
They didn't
enough.
practice enough.
That's the end of my shooting phase. I've destroyed a unit finally.
You killed something.
Now, it's going to be a 5-inch charge because I'm in a crater charging those grotesques, and they do 2 damage each. They have 5 attacks each. That's 25 attacks coming back at me if I don't kill any. And
Correct.
you've got CPs to spend to make them meaner.
Correct.
So it'd be a really silly idea to charge them.
Which means you're going to.
So let's charge them.
Excellent!
I failed the charge. I'm not going to CP reroll that because that's 2 CP. Thank you, Zinch. Round here,
Yeah.
I'm going to charge them as well because I'll be able to string back and still hold on to that objective. I've measured it. It's more than 9 but not 10. So this is a 9-inch charge. And I'm in. The Dark Angels make the first charge of this battle. I know that perhaps leaving them back there would have been safer because there is a counter charge coming on. But you can advance and charge next. And you probably catch them anyway. They move a. So this is where we end up, which is interesting. I can get 4 of them in close combat. I'm going to start off with a Sarge, who's got 3 attacks. 1 minute, more dice. Plus couple of claws, plus that.
Look at that.
What is their invulnerable saving things?
5+ invul.
Do they have a shrug as well?
They don't, but it's -1 to hit them in combat.
It's -1 to hit them in combat. So I'm hitting you with my hammers and fists on 4s anyway. And if I spend a CP for Fear of the Firsts to go down 1, then it'll go back up 1.
Correct.
So
and
there's
then
no point.
after you spend that, I could use Lightning Fast, which then would make you -1.
Yeah, so there's no point in spending any CP here.
Correct.
So my claws are going to hit you on 4s. Claws on 4s. You ready? I hit you twice. I'm going to wound on 3s. And okay, 2 wounds.
5 ups. 1 goes down.
1 dice screaming. It goes, nah, nah. And then hammer. I'm going to do the hammers and the fists together. Because it's all.
Same.
Yes. Hitting you and wounding you the same. On 4s. 4 hits and 2s. 4 wounds.
Okay. 5 up invulnerable saves. You go.
And that's the squad.
Bloop.
Now,
Very
I'm not
good.
going to consolidate because you have to consolidate towards the closest enemy unit, and that
you
will
sure?
pull. Well, I'm not scared of you, but the order is secure no man's land and battlefield supremacy, which
And kill the shadowy monsters.
and kill the shadowy monsters, which I have done. The shadowy monsters are down. One of the fast boats is down, so it's 15 points to 0 in favour of the Dark Angels.
Correct.
You do have
Plus
another
your
morale.
10 that you got for your primary.
25 points
Correct.
to 0 right now, sorry. 25 points to 0. You
I
have a
owe you
morale
a couple
somewhere?
of morales.
Do you?
Let's start with the Blood Brides. They lost 4 of their number.
That's a 1 again, because you roll low when you need to.
The Racks
brilliant.
did lose 6 of their number.
And that's a 3 plus
so
6
they
is
will
9?
fail.
Okay.
So the Racks did fail. They will lose 1 more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not him.
Not that guy. You like that
1,
guy?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7.
Nine,
And then on
10,
1s
11,
and 2s,
Because they're
they
below
will
half.
run away. So 4 more.
You know, I was a little bit
1, 2,
worried
3, 4.
about that big blob of 20 Doom guides, but I seem to be cutting my way
It's
through
doing
it.
its job, to be fair.
So 25 points to 0. You will get 10 points for being on those 2
I
objectives.
will.
So at the start of turn 2, 25 to 10. However, the power from pain is beginning to kick in. This entire Drukari army will be able to advance and charge this turn. And this left flank is looking somewhat weak. And there's definitely counter charges over on this flank as well. So let's see how mean the Denizens of Cormorant can get in turn 2.
Well, hopefully Vect has given me something that I can achieve. So I've got Deploy Teleport Homers,
Yes.
which is
We talked
why I've got
about
those racks
Those
in
fellas.
the webway. No retreat, no surrender. So don't fail the morale and a variety of things. So that will be interesting.
Because you can't move off a couple of
I
objectives.
can charge off the objectives.
Yeah.
I just can't move off of them.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. Then I have hold the line. So I have to essentially kill a unit of Terminators to stop it from getting near my deployment zone.
Because is that at the end of my turn?
Correct. You'd have a turn to get.
I've got to get within 6 inches of your board edge.
Yes,
I think that one's
exactly.
quite doable. That one slows you down, which you don't like. This is good. These are good orders. Archon Skarri is dishing them out.
It's not bad. Finally, let's try and score some points.
In the Dark Kin's movement phase, the core to the Archon of the Talisman engine is coming right down towards this squad, making their way through the ruins on the left flank of the battle grid. You've healed 2
I did bring 2 back.
of your precious Coven down
No
here.
more
Not
24
Coven.
shots at a time now.
Yes. And then over here was a problem because of that objective.
It was. I had to keep everyone that was within 3.
Yes.
Hopefully using the charge to move up. So
Yes.
that's going to be the essentially using this as a stepping stone to get behind this building here.
Yeah, I don't think they're long for that world because one of those Terminators is on 1 wound remaining.
However, you never know because they are Dark Angels, aren't they?
Yeah. And the Emperor protects. And then in the backfield, some racks have appeared and they're deploying a teleport Homer.
They're going to go beat boots.
Yeah, so that whiz is an automatic 5 points. We're on to the shooting phase. Where would you like to start?
So I'm going to start over here. We've got the 2 Ossifactors. I'll start with the first one.
Aussie factors.
Hits. Wounds this time. They
Nice.
are AP3.
-1 for the crater. That's a failed save. 1 dice.
So, one
Yep,
dice.
yep.
And then the second Ossifactor
Yep.
hits and does not wound.
Okay.
So the Heat Lance is going to shoot, even though there's a risk of me killing both of them, which would be bad.
Right.
But odds are I won't. So I'm
Right.
going to shoot to maybe try and kill 1.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting on 4s.
See, this is okay.
And 4s. Nothing.
Nothing.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nothing there.
Any more?
Yes. We're going to start shooting. But I'm going to start shooting at your shooting unit, I believe.
The one at the back there with the missiles on. Because this is the unit in front and not very shooty
Correct.
but punchy. The unit at the back. Well, we're all punchy. We've all got fists and things.
So I'm going to
but-
start with the Trueborn.
Right.
They're going to shoot everything at the shooting unit.
The shooty unit.
So we're going to start with the Dark Lance first.
Okay.
Hits. It did not wound.
No.
The 2 blasters. I'll use my Black Heart reroll here.
Yes.
And on 4s as well.
2
with
wounds.
AP4.
Okay, so I'm going to need to put this on a, AP4 becomes AP3 because of the crater, and then it's all 4-up saves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to put it on the shield. I'm going to put it on the 2 guys with Stormbolters.
Okay. Both go
Both
through.
fail. So the first one,
First one does.
dead. Second one,
does.
dead.
Excellent.
Perfect shooting there.
From the Trueborn.
At this point, he realised mistakes were made because I take him away and I take him away, and then these 2 are part of that unit. So in the morale phase, he's going to disappear as well.
Thank you.
No, but you can keep shooting at them. Then I can tank it on the shield, you see, and tank it on the shield.
I'm going to let him
Just
die.
tank it on the-
I'm going to let him die for free.
He's not going to die. He'll sort of wander off thinking, oh, they left me.
And now... I will shoot the Dark Lances at the close
Hey, the
combat
guy with the shield.
No, the close combat unit.
Right.
We'll start with him. 3s,
Yes.
4s. No. And then the second one.
Second
we'll
one.
also do the same.
Hits.
Does not. do
Doesn't
anything.
wound.
Got to love that transhuman. It's
Well,
fabulous.
we both have it, don't we?
We do.
Yes.
We do. But yours is better than mine.
Why?
Because I'm measuring transhumans, okay? Comparing transhumans.
Well, what?
Witches will shoot the little Terminators. Grenade!
They're
4
not
shots.
little Terminators. They're
Little tiny Terminators.
in the
I
circle.
reroll once to hit because he is a raid mastermind, and he gives all core units in my army
Right.
reroll once to hit, not just Cavell.
That's a reroll space. That's a space raid thing, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Needing 4s to wound, 1 save, 2 up.
2 up.
So AP, it doesn't matter. so-
Okay.
And then little pistol shots.
Yes.
4 pistols. 3s. Thank you, my lord. And 4s. Nope. Nothing there.
Yeah, that's what an Archon does in a real space raid. He gives all core things reroll
Correct,
instead
reroll
of
instead.
just the Cabalite
Well,
stuff
you
reroll.
don't have to change the keyword. You can, which means if you don't want to, say you take 2 Archons or something in
Yeah.
a brigade or whatever. But why wouldn't you?
For more top tips of playing with Drukari, check out Skarri.
The
from
hedgehog
Skaredcast.
place.
Now we're moving all the way along the line to this edge of the battle
Okay.
grid, down to the ruins.
This one is I'm very, very worried about.
You worry
this
about
one.
these?
Yeah. Let's see if I can soften you up a little bit.
Has he got the melter things?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so hitting on 4s. One hit.
One hit, right.
Okay, wounding on 4s. No.
You can't no softening there.
Okay.
There must be some
And
pistols.
then we've got the little rifles from the Slith.
Sliths.
Yeah.
Snakes with guns.
They're carbines.
I love it.
They have arms.
Snakes with arms and guns.
They hit on 3s. And they wound on 4s.
Ooh,
That's 4 of them.
AP?
No way. AP.
One takes 2 wounds.
Hooray!
Because it's no AP, I put it on the Stormbolter guy. I think I might need the shields when it comes to close combat. I don't know. I don't know what they do. Well, I know that they hit like a freight train when they hit. That's what I know.
They have a lot of it.
Any more shots, sir?
Nope, that's it for shooting.
Okay.
So now we'll go into close combat.
Okay.
This raider will now charge that unit.
Right, okay. And it charges. And then there's going to be a lot more charges coming on here.
Excellent. Charge, I say, charge!
Yeah, at the end of the charge phase, Archon, Skarri, the Grotesques, the Witches, the Raider, all make it into these 2 brave, heroic Dark Angel Terminators. Coming all the way back here, down to the ruins one more time.
I will charge with the Talos first.
Here comes the Talos. That's a 9, which gets you quite a bit of movement shenanigans. It's got the fly keyword, right?
Yep.
So you can hop up and over. And
no,
then
I'm actually going to go here.
you're going to go, oh, okay.
I want to hide behind this building.
Okay.
You have rockets.
I do have rockets.
And then the court will jump in.
And they're going 7.
Excellent.
After the charge phase, everyone's ends up here. We're going to begin with the Court of the Archon over here, because there's only 2 Terminators. So if I interrupt, what damage could 2 Terminators in engagement
in the last
range?
3 games I've had,
Yes.
Archon Skarri has died to a single Thunderhammer every time.
I think you might be okay. The dice gods, Zinch will protect you this time round, so you're going to be okay.
Okay, so remember, this is flashback time for you.
Yeah.
So, 4 models,
Yeah.
24 attacks.
It's why. And these are just the herbals.
Yeah, but they're only AP ones, so...
Right.
Yeah, it's just volume.
Okay.
So needing 2 to hit you, because I'm +1 to my power from pain, so I'm hitting on 2s.
Okay.
So needing 2s to wound you. And by 2s, I mean 4s.
Okay. But at least I have 2 up saves, right?
Correct. These are only AP1.
That's really good wounding, Tex.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, little puppies, how many can you kill? The one that was wounded at least.
Drop dust don't count.
Okay.
1, because 1 was injured.
Yes. The slip.
The snaky ones.
The snakes.
How many
That's right.
attacks do they have each?
3 each.
Just doesn't make
Hitting
any
on
sense.
2.
That's more than a Space Marine. It just doesn't make any.
Yes.
Everything hits. Strength 5.
Strength 5, which doesn't actually matter against you, Mr. Transhuman.
Yes.
4 is to wound.
Okay.
These are AP2. Ooh, how's it
Why?
AP2.
Okay.
A big slith battle blades.
So all 3 up saves.
Correct.
This is all going on shields,
3
I guess. 8 3 up saves. 2 damage, you say?
1 damage.
Oh, okay. So why is back down to 1 wound?
And then the Lamian, 2s to hit.
Right.
And then 2s to wound normally, but 4s. And then 6s do a mortal in addition.
Do they?
Yeah.
Like that. So that'll kill.
And 1 extra save.
Okay. And take that one away. And
1
it,
extra save.
is that a save? I don't know.
It's an AP1.
So it's a
You
save.
don't care.
So we're okay.
You are fine. And then
So-
I will pile in.
Okay. Piling in happens, which will free up him.
Correct.
Pile in that
Would
way.
you like to interrupt?
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Only 2 Terminators facing Archon Skarri.
Correct.
It would be rude not to hit him, wouldn't it?
I love it.
I mean, he's in.
Easy.
It's only turn 2, he's in.
Yeah.
So everything into him.
Okay.
Okay.
You want -1 to hit me? Because I do have my soul helm.
Okay. So instead of 3s with my hammers, I'm back to 4s with my hammers.
Correct.
Oh, and I got an extra, because you charged
I did
me.
charge you.
And he's got a shadow field, right?
He does.
So let's start with claws, actually. Is that the Sergeant Green Hood? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with claws. Let's try and break that shadow field. This will be on 3s because of the -1 to hit your thing.
Very nice.
And you are only toughness 3, right?
I am.
Toughness
3
Eldar.
points.
So it's 3s, rerolling everything.
Very nice.
They're AP -2.
4 saves.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take them on his regular invulnerable save, which is a 6-up. Not on his shadow field.
How many wounds has he got?
5.
Right.
So 5 6-ups. And,
Ooh.
And then 5-up ignore damage. Go Archon Skarri. He takes 2.
How many's got left?
3 remaining.
3 remaining. So what you're saying is if one of these Thunder Hammers gets through,
Correct. He could die.
Archon Skarri bites the dust. And it literally is a dusty... Yeah.
Technically, he's on rocks, okay? You can't say he bites the dust.
He bites the rock.
He's rocking out.
One wound.
I will
2
take
up.
it on
Shadow
his
field, save, or death.
No, because he has a 5-up shrug. So there's still the chance he could survive.
Do I command point this? No, because I've already just spent 2 to... No, yeah.
Okay. What? Yes!
He's okay.
He loves it.
Bit of an anticlimax, sorry about that. But, you know,
Yeah,
take a chance.
It's not an anticlimax for me.
It's a brilliant climax for the Dark Eldar. Bit anticlimactic. We're going to go back over here.
Correct.
Because your pain engine is now going to deliver some pain in amongst my lines.
That's right.
You're actually checking the book for the first time.
I know. For the first time in 2 hours.
Balanced data slate, they've changed things and cores and stuff.
I shall spend 2 for the Torturer's Craft.
Right.
Which will allow my Talos to re-roll wound rolls.
Oh, nice. And
with his 3 damage gauntlet.
Okay.
Try and kill some Turbinators here. So hitting on 4s though, because I'm -1 to hit you.
Okay.
Ooh, 3 hits.
3 hits.
Nice.
Toughness, well, force to wound, re-rolling.
Re-rolling, thanks to... Well, I didn't need it.
Well, thanks for spending the 2
And
CP
they are.
anyway.
This one's AP4.
Right.
And these 2 are AP3.
So I've got shields. 2 shields
4
left.
ups, yep.
So 2 shields. One's dead. Last shield. Dead.
Okay.
Because it's 3 damage each, right?
Correct. And then the Ichor
What do you mean there's more?
as well.
There's more.
1 attack, Ichor Injector. If it hits...
Mind you, if I left that guy, he was the guy within range and I'm a troop, right?
Correct. Well, it's up to you because you did make 4 ups.
Oh yeah, he's got to go. Yeah.
Do you want? And then if I hit, it's D3 mortal wounds.
Brilliant.
Okay, so does it hit? That one hits on 3s. It does.
Does hit.
D3 mortal wounds to try and kill the lightning claw guy.
Oh.
Does 1 damage.
Right.
Excellent.
You've still got some more charging units, but we'll do my attacks back here because the camera's right here. Might as well put it into the core of the Archon. I'm hitting on 2s. Are you minuses to hit?
Nope.
I'm wounding on 4s, I believe.
3s. I'm T3 on them.
Okay, so 5 wounds.
I'll put it on Urgle.
Okay.
There's 5 of them, you said?
Okay. Yes.
6 up impulse.
Right.
And 5 up shrug damage. And 1 Urgle takes the wound.
Brilliant. And that's why I'm not a fan of this unit. Also, I should have thought it through about leaving the hammer. That would have been clever. But I get carried away. I'm so excited.
You really wanted them to survive with the 4-up impulse.
Well, at least they're still there. Can you fall back and charge? Oh no, you've got a strat that allows you to fall back and charge. You've got that too.
I will begin with the...
It's got to be Skarri. Come on now.
Oh, fine. Skarri. 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Yes.
Rerolling for Blackheart. 1
Right.
reroll. And wounding on 4s with his special Agonizer.
Right. Any rerolls?
AP3.
AP3.
And AP4 for that one.
Okay, so 4 up in Vun, 4 up in Vun.
2 damage.
Right, the shield guy's down to 1 left. Skarri hasn't polished them off.
No. And I will now attack with the witches.
Okay.
So these are the regular witches, the Blood Brides.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
And rerolling 1s. Thank you, my lord.
Because of Archon Skarri nearby.
They are strength 4, which is the combat drug I gave them.
Okay.
So wounding on 4.
You always give them, here's the thing for people watching. On witches, do you prefer to give them the plus to strength or the extra attack?
You can roll for 2 if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can pick one.
Yeah.
Because I ran Red Grief,
yeah.
I picked the +1 strength.
Yeah.
Because either Red Grief or Cult of Strife, +1 strength is quite useful. Because taking them from strength 3 to 4 is like a bracket almost when it comes to wounding things.
Yes.
Especially tanks that are toughness 7.
Yes.
Right? However, if they were Cursed Blade, they're base strength 4 with their obsession. So then I would go for the +1 attack all the time. Or if they were Strife, you could argue +1 attack because they have access to a reroll wound strat. It's cool. Yeah.
Well done. That's yeah. Let's see. For more Drukari tips and tricks, check out Skarri, Skaredcast YouTube channel. Also on Instagram and TikTok. Are you on
OnlyFans.
Do you do the TikToks?
What? I don't do TikToks.
I don't ticky the thing.
4s.
Yes.
Now, Blood Brides, they get a better AP on 5s and 6s, which is really cool.
What's the AP?
So it's normally AP1, but those will be AP2.
Okay, so these are 3 up saves on them.
Yeah.
1 dies.
Cool.
And then 5 more 2 up saves.
Yeah.
1's on, 2 wounds remaining.
And then I have 2 more weapons.
Shardnet and Impaler.
4 attacks from her as
Yes.
well. 2s to hit. Thank you, my Lord Skarri. Always
Yes,
say thank
everything
you for
hitting.
your rerolls.
Okay.
And
well,
this
particularly when your Warlord is an Archon.
Right there.
Definitely
And
say.
he's standing
yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
You better say thank you.
Yeah.
Needing 4s to wound.
Right.
These are AP2,
So
and 2 damage each.
3 up saves.
Ooh,
Okay.
doesn't care.
And there's another little
And then
lady.
the Razor Flails.
Yes.
No, that's not Razor Flails, sorry. The Hydra Gauntlets.
Hydra Gauntlets.
4 attacks as well.
Yes.
Okay, all hit. Now these are normally strength 6, but...
Transhuman.
That's right. These need 4s, and they're also AP2. So 1, but that's AP3.
I'm okay.
He doesn't.
One little Terminator still hanging. Oh, you've made me say it now. It's not one little Terminator. The brave noble,
I got in your head, Winters.
the sergeant is hanging in there, and he's about to get hit by 4 grotesques here.
Correct. So hitting on 3s, we're rerolling 1s because of Archon Skarri.
This is grotesque.
Ah, thank you, Master.
And they are strength what now?
They're strength 5.
Okay, so it would normally wound on 3s.
Correct.
How many points is a grotesque? I think they're a
They
good
are.
unit.
They're good. They're 35 points for what you get.
So they're like your Terminator equivalent.
Correct. They have a bad armor save, so if you hose them with bolter fire, they tend to go down very quickly.
But they have many wounds and things.
They do. 4
Toughness
wounds.
5.
They're hard to get rid of, which is why my competitive list has 15 of them.
Don't tell the people that this isn't your competitive
No,
list.
I can be competitive with anything. Don't get me
I
wrong.
broke out my competitive list.
You did, which is why this is actually really fun and entertaining because we're beating the snot out of each other.
Yes.
And then hobnobs.
And then I got a packet of hobnobs.
You
standing
did.
by.
I'm so happy. Thanks for the hobnobs.
Okay.
4s. Now these are AP2 or AP3. So those are AP3. Wow, what a good.
AP3s, 4 ups. I'm okay.
And these are all AP2.
Okay.
That's a bunch of them.
And so these are all 3 ups.
Yes.
Yes.
2 damage each though.
Dead unless I CP it.
It'd still kill him.
Because 2 damage each. Oh yeah, he took a wound already, didn't they? Yep. So he's dead.
Dead.
So he nearly survived. It was nearly a
That's 2 of them. Almost survived.
nearly a brave little Terminator.
Yeah.
No, not a little Terminator. Heroic, inner circle,
brave,
sergeant,
and then they will.
And they're coming straight for me.
They definitely are. There's no. Once you press the button on the grotesques to go nom noms, they go nom noms.
Nice.
That's how that works.
Now I believe that is the end of the Drukari.
Correct. It's
Me
turn
face.
3 now,
Yes.
which means that for my Cabal stuff, it's turn 4 for Powerful Pain,
What does that
which
mean?
gives them a 5-up invulnerable save now.
These guys down here, this big blob of doom, 5 up and
Blob
double
of
save.
doom.
This sergeant wasn't wounded, all right? He's okay, that one.
He took 1 wound from the Icarin.
He's on a wound, right?
He's
so that's
taken
happened there.
1. He has 2 remaining.
Yes. So you did deploy a teleport homer,
I did.
and you want to get no retreat, no surrender, which you should get if you don't fail them around.
I'm going to keep both. It's really risky because hold the line, right?
Yeah.
I have to be, you have to be just not within 6, and you can literally just run. So I'm going to get rid of hold the line because that's going to be a pain.
Because I have to
in
be.
the backside.
Yeah, okay.
And I have a decent amount of command points to automatically pass morale somewhere if I require it.
Right.
Which means I'm going to keep that
Right.
for now.
So with your secondary, you're up to 15 points. Yes. Because you've got the deployed teleport homers.
And then I hadn't gotten anything last turn.
No, but it was 10 for the primary.
correct.
Sorry, 15 in total.
Yes.
So you're up to 15 points. And then with no retreat, no surrender, you should get up to 20 points.
Correct.
But I had no retreat, no surrender, so
You get
I'm up to
another 5.
I'm up to 30 in total. So it's 30 to 15
And then you're getting 10 more.
and 10 more here. 30 to 15 and then this little fella here is not little fella. This brave
Brave, mighty Terminator.
heroic firstborn
Is
thinks
going to-
the squad has been wiped out, so he presses the button on his teleport homer and disappears back to the battle barge. So it's 15 points to 30. It'll be 40 points to
It's what we
15.
call premature teleportation.
Premature teleportation. At the start of the turn, the Dark Angels are winning at 40 points to 15 at the moment, which is good. Bring it down. One of the raiders, I need to destroy that and defend my stronghold at the end of the Dark Angels turn, Dark Eldar turn, to get 5 points. And then no prisoners. Just start killing stuff. Maximum of 30 wounds of stuff. to get an additional 5 points. In my command phase, I failed Litany of Hate, but got off Canticle of Hate, which you throw out into a core unit. It gives them +1 to wound. I think it's Canticle of Hate. It's the one that gives +1 to wound.
In close combat.
In close combat.
Correct.
Because they're strength 5, your toughness higher than a 5.
Yep.
So it means when I go charging in, I'll be wounding that thing on 4s. That's the plan. They're going to go piling over there and try and rescue my sergeant over there. This unit's staying up, and this unit moving forward with a steady advance, so counting as stationary, because my bring it down target is this raider over here.
I did pick that one. It has full wounds.
And the other one's
that
a
one
little bit
has
injured.
Took damage from the explosion.
Yeah, so shots into that is the plan. Then up the middle, lots of advancing. Let's start pressurizing your lines, inviting the counter charges over here.
Yep.
And then defend stronghold. I need to make sure my objectives good unit is still good at the end of my turn. But there's witches there that need to die. And there's racks there that need to die. They're both troops. So I need to kill the racks and the witches and the raider to get some points this turn. And then over here, the reason why I keep feeding this grinder is because there is an objective there. So why not take it from you, basically? Yep. Why not hold that one? So let's shoot some guns. So let's try and bring it down stuff. The storm bolters will go up the table. I'm staying in tactical doctrine. Don't need to change to assault doctrine because my AP in close combat is nasty enough. But 4 missiles are going to fly up the table into this raider. My cyclone missile launchers are going to hit on 3s because you're lightning fast again.
I am.
And I hit you only twice.
Oh, lightning fast helped.
It did help.
Very nice.
But I wound you twice.
5 up in moral saves.
And you make one of them.
Nice.
That's good. And that does only 1 damage. I don't think I'm going to bring it down this turn. Let's measure up to see how many storm bolters are in range. After the storm bolters went in, the cyclone missile launchers up here also went into that squad because they were out of range of everything else, and in total I killed 3.
That's because the racks, now once the big block of them is dead, the rest just pile on the bodies. And
Yeah. So over here, I need to kill some troops. You've already done your lightning fast. Yes.
On this one. Correct.
Yes.
I don't have it anymore.
So this unit, I think, wants to fire into your witches, because witches go down to bullets.
Give stitches.
Witches give stitches. The question is, do I put some any rockets there as well? Not sure. So we're not going to do that unit yet. We're going to do this unit with Stormbolters firing this way, okay? And see how we get on. They stayed stationary, so they'll hit on 2s.
They're only toughness 4.
They'll wound these on 4s, and I don't do anything. So it looks like we're sending some rockets down this way. So the rockets are coming down here into the racks. I'll put the Stormbolters over there. Here's 1 rocket. Here's another rocket, because it's minimum 3, you see. 2d, so that's 4, some. But I did move, so I'm hitting on 4s. Because I couldn't see anything. That time I wound 4 times.
6 up involves.
You make 2, well done. That's
and
jolly
5
good.
ups. No,
So
2 go down.
kill 2. Okay, and then Stormbolters into Witches in the crater there. And these will hit on 3s, and I hit 5 times.
I'm only toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
Yeah.
And I wound 3 times.
3, so that's 6s, even with the crater.
You make 1.
2 go down.
Do they not have the feelish of the painish?
They do. They definitely feel pain.
They feel the pain.
They feel very much pain.
That is the end of my shooting phase. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to defend my stronghold. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to bring down anything. As for no prisoners, I need to kill as much as possible. So we're coming onto the charge phase, and the Blade Guard are only going to charge the pain engine.
Just the Talus.
It's got a lot more wounds.
Okay.
And I make the charge.
They make it. They look so nice.
They are pretty.
Ah, they're so pretty. I love it.
think I haven't mentioned that these are gloriously painted to level 4 painting standard by Den of Imagination
Very nice.
Painting Studios. The bases are also from Den of Imagination Paint Studios. Thanks for rocking these up for me. I really appreciate it. Blade Guard have 4 attacks each on the charge. Ooh. That's why they're in the list. People keep asking, why Blade Guard? It's because of the volume. Like you like volume, being a Drukari player.
I do. I crank it up to 11.
Yes. Drop dice don't count. So 3s to hit. I'll re-roll that one. It's Exhortation of Rage, which is the +1 to wound. So instead of 5s to wound you,
It's 4s.
I'm wounding you on 4s.
Okay.
And I get 7 wounds. 7 wounds through in total at AP -3, 2 damage.
Okay. AP -3. So I do have a 6-up save here.
Right.
Will my little pretty survive? Oh, well, that's going to be 14 feeling pain.
How many wounds does it have?
Has 7.
Right.
So I need to pass more than half on 5-ups.
You can do it.
I can. I believe in myself.
I've seen you do it before.
I have seen myself do it
on battle reports on Skaredcast. YouTube.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He takes 5 and lives.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to go ahead and fight with the Talus.
Okay. Not with the Court of the Archon.
No, the Talus.
But how many wounds has he got left?
2.
Brilliant.
I'm not going to reroll. Do they have Inner Circle? No.
They do.
They do, so it's 4s on them as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blade Guard, veterans, and things. Yeah.
So the big punchy fist, 3s to hit this time.
Nice.
And 4s to wound. Mm-hmm. That would be 2 at AP 3.
So 4 up and vulnerable saves?
Yeah, 3 damage each.
2 are dead.
And then the little Ichor Injector on 2s does D3 mortal wounds for 2.
So 2 die, 1 takes 2 wounds. Then my sergeant will strike out. And I'm not going to hit the Court of the Archon.
Yeah, they're going to smack
I want to kill the Talos. I'm going to hit it on 2s.
Yeah. Okay.
5s to wound you, reroll and everything.
Yep, with rerolls.
You can't boss all the saves this time round.
Okay.
Particularly if I make some more wounds.
You're AP
3
2
wounds.
on a lightning claw, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that 3 wounds?
3 wounds,
3
yes.
wounds. 5 up armor saves.
Now, if you could fail both of these feel no pains, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm going to try not to! No!
Yay!
Does it explode?
You want a command point? No.
I can't command point feel no pain.
Oh, yes, of course. Right.
If it explodes, it'll kill 1 more blade guard.
Oh, yeah, because one's on 1 wound.
No. Well, he went down, but he did take 2 and almost an entire blade guard with him.
Pile in time, because
I'm
it's
going
to
to
the
pile
closest model.
Correct. So
you
I'm going to
can
get
tag
closer,
them.
but I am going to basically try and swing 1 that way at least, maybe 2,
Okay.
to get the last wound off of that model. And then everybody else will just try and swing at him here. I don't think I can get any more in there.
Do you like swinging?
Yes, it's
Have you
really
done-
fun.
you've done
It's
much
back and
swinging?
forth, really.
So, no, you know.
Yes, I know what it is.
Yeah, but here's a UK thing that you might not know. Have you heard of dogging?
Oh, like swapping dogs or something? Or taking somebody else's dogs out for a walk?
Let's just say that that's what it is.
Excellent.
But it's a hobby that some people do in the UK.
My very naive and beautiful mind will be untainted by your...
No, it's your
taintedness.
dark, filthy, Cormorant, dark kin.
I'm going to do 2 into the blade guard.
Try and take off the last wound. I like it.
Hitting on 2s.
Yes.
And wounding on 4s.
Yes.
Now these are 1 AP2 though, so no armor contempt for you.
Still a 4-up save.
Correct.
I'm okay.
Sad. And then everybody else into your 2 wounds remaining Terminator.
Yes.
The Urgle, however, did not charge, so they get 4 attacks each.
Is Urgle spelled exactly the same way as the Urgle Depression?
I don't know actually.
Because
I know.
you know where the Urgle Depression is?
No.
It's Fan 5. The drop site massacre takes place in the Urgle Depression.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
You're bringing lore up on
I wonder
me
if
here,
any
so-
Urgles were in the Urgle Depression.
I don't know. They might have been in the sewers.
Or maybe
4 armor saves.
maybe the Urgle Depression on its Fan 5 is where Urgles are originally from, right?
And then they are like sniffing troglodytes
Yes.
that, the Archons use as pets.
Okay. And then they go to Isfan 5 when they're depressed. And that's why it's called the Urgle Depression, because you get lots of depressed Urgles
They were
there.
just very sad.
How many wounds did you get through?
4 armor saves.
Are you still on 2
Okay,
wounds?
and then the Slith. I have 2 Slith attacking this 1 Terminator.
Are the Slith depressed?
I certainly hope not.
Well, snakes with arms that are tougher than Space Marines with more attacks definitely shouldn't get depressed.
3 at AP2.
You know who gets depressed? Attacking Sliths with arms that have more attacks and wounds than Space Marines?
It's like the British arms, but it's like the Slith arms.
Yeah, but do you know who gets depressed fighting them? Space Marines get depressed
What
fighting
about
them.
the
That's
mongooses? They're more elated than depressed.
why mongooses are lovely creatures.
Mongooses with like helmets. You could do a Legion of Votan mongoose edition.
Have you ever seen a palace cat?
Yes.
A palace cat? You've seen a palace cat?
no.
Because I was, Google. So, Palace Grav Tank Custodians.
Yes.
I Googled that once and it came up with Palace Cat. And I'm like, I'm going to have a look at that. I recommend, this is not rude, go and check out Palace Cats. They're like these Siberian cats that live in mountains and they look like cute little teddy bears. They're so awesome. They're wild cats.
Love it.
You can't pick them up and stroke them, but Palace Cats are like the cute. Palace Kittens, on the other, they are, how many wounds?
3. AP2.
How much damage?
Just 1.
So he's dead.
No, he had 2 wounds remaining.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, right.
And now the Lamian.
The Lamian that can.
See, what would you do without me?
I'm glad you're here correcting all my terrible mistakes.
6 is to do mortal wounds. 4 is to do regular saves.
Normally these battle reports are an absolute car crash.
He lived with a 1!
I know, but this time I feel this is going really well.
It's not bad, actually. It's really fun. I owe you a morale test.
Yeah, that's the end of
This
everything.
is my no retreat, no surrender.
So, spend the 2 CP. You've got 3 left. Mind you, you'll only fail on a 6, right?
No, it is worth it.
Yeah.
I need those points. You're so ahead of the game.
So that'll drop you down to 1 CP,
Correct.
but you'll get 1 at the start of this turn, and that is the end of my turn 3. Now, interestingly, I don't score any points. I'm up to 14 kills for no prisoners, so I'll hold on to that one. But defend stronghold, I'm going to ditch, because all you need to outnumber me is on this, and you've got some troops. So that's definitely going to happen. Bring it down. Now, all you need to do is bugger off with that thing in a corner and stop me getting that as well. So I'm going to ditch those 2 cards. So at the start of the Darkins turn 3, it will be 40 points to the Space Marines and 30 points to the Drukari. They're only 10 points behind. So let's see what orders come out from Archon Skarri in Dark Eldar turn 3. And here are the orders from Archon Skarri.
So, Archon Skarri has told us no prisoners.
Yes.
Which means we have to kill 30 wounds worth of things.
Yes.
We have to defend our stronghold.
And there's Bladeguard pushing up.
Correct. If any time, that's probably the best time to do it, is right now.
Okay.
And then overwhelming firepower, trying to kill 3 units with shooting, which might be possible. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 2. I might be able to kill 2, but I doubt I'll be able to get
I like the fact that finally he's saying kill, as well as defend. I like that.
Yes.
It's turn 3, so Archon Skarri's master plan is coming into effect. You spend a CP to fall back here.
To charge up.
Fall back and charge. It's 1 CP to fall back and charge, or 1 CP to fall back and shoot, or 2 CP to fall back, shoot and charge. Correct. I really like it. The Dark Eldar have a lot of tricky stratagems like that, which allow them some movement shenanigans. Over here, it looks like you're move blocking me.
I did. I brought 2 more racks back, and I've run them forward to stop that big mash of, pain coming my way.
And you're not going to charge? Because you've got defend stronghold.
I do.
So I'm going to have to shoot them and then get someone like I don't know. I don't even know if they're in charge range to get all the way over there.
Especially with those craters. I'm hoping the craters will keep
So I think
safe.
that's a pretty good move. That's very pro move, that is.
Thank you. Of course, if you kill all of them with shooting and then with Pilot and Consolidates, you get an OBSEC model on there. There's a chance there.
There's a chance, but it's a slim chance. Now, down in this corner, things are looking bleak for the Dark Angels. So these fellas got outside of a transport, but the Trueborn are still inside the gunboat.
Correct. This Talos has moved forward to intercept the Blade Guard, moving on my home objective.
Okay.
And I've got the Incubi, the Witches, the Succubus, Archon Skarri, the Grotesque, and this unit of Racks all converging on your home objective.
Any more? Is that it?
That's all I have for now.
I think you might take it off of me. So yeah, there's a big push on this side. I think you're beginning to start hurting when it comes to the war of attrition. And this phase should be very painful for the Dark Angels as we go into the shooting phase. So there were very few guns up this edge of the battlefield. Some shots ricocheted into the Bladeguard veterans but caused no wounds. Now we're coming on to this pain engine, putting 2 heat lancers into the Cyclone missile launcher Terminators, right?
That's right.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. 4s.
We have 2 hits. Target acquired.
4s again.
And we have a
1.
wound. AP minus Vigilian, so -3 because of Armor of Contempt and -2 because of the crater.
So 4s.
So I need a 4. I get a 4.
You're fine.
Okay. What else we got?
Okay, so then we're going to do
Lances
some
and all sorts of things.
Dark Lance shot into the rocket launchers.
Okay. Miss.
Blackheart. Missed again.
Missed again.
Dark Lance from this raider. Blackheart.
Hits.
Does not wound.
Doesn't wound.
And then the entire unit of Trueborn
Yes.
is going to shoot into that same unit as well.
Everything into the cyclones.
So, Dark Lance first. 4 up. That's the
wounds.
invulnerable. Oh, 4 up save.
What, AP minus 4?
AP
Yeah, so
4s.
4s again.
That'll
No.
be at least 4 damage.
I think one's dead.
Cool. 2 blasters.
Yes.
I'll use my Blackheart reroll here.
I like it.
And 4s. Ooh, 2 more 4 ups.
D3, D6.
damage for 2.
One's on 1 wound
I
remaining.
can't re-roll it even if I wanted to.
Ooh, so you're going to have to do it with poisoned rounds.
That's right. I wouldn't have it any other way. 2s to hit.
Can you penetrate the armor?
I don't know. Plinking off the armor, the mighty armor of the Space Marines. 5 armor saves. So at least I made you roll a few dice.
2 up saves.
Correct.
Does one penetrate one of the soft neck seals? Yes, it does. And that squad gets wiped out. Also, remember, you've got the shooty one, the kill stuff,
Yeah,
overwhelming
that'll be one
firepower.
unit.
So that's 1 unit killed
Correct.
with overwhelming firepower. Just 2 to
is.
go. Then there was a lot of advancing down here. So only a few incidental shots went into the unit of Terminators holding my home field objective. And that's it for the shooting phase. However, now there's going to be a boatload of charges coming up. At the end of the charge phase, everyone here gets within engagement range of this brave, noble unit of 5 in a circle. Terminators. Champions of humanity. Over there, the Court of Archons charged into the ruins as well. And I spent a CP on Line Unbreakable.
So you're forcing me to surround them to get into the building so you can shoot me.
Yes, I need you to come in or choose to stay back and lose the number of attacks.
I
Over
need
here,
attacks.
though, everyone will be able to fight. Line Unbreakable stops some models fighting, basically. It's a Dark Angels thing. So it's either going to stop some of them or draw some in. Didn't bother doing it here because everyone's engaged.
I do have a Tormentor helm roll here.
Brilliant, okay.
What's your leadership?
My leadership is 28.
Okay, so I need to roll.
More than 28,
A 10 or 11 or 12
Yep.
to make them fight last.
Yeah.
If that happens, then I can fight with my court first.
Ah, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will, with the gaze of Archon Skarri, bearing down on them, torment the little Dark Angel
They're not
Terminators.
Dark Angels Terminators. They're very brave boys.
Ah.
No, you don't torment me. So I guess you're going to
Sad.
choose to fight first.
I have to
here.
fight first here for sure. And I will go ahead and fight with my succubus first.
Well, that sucks.
That does succubus. Ha! Get it?
Yeah, see what
7
we... Yeah.
attacks. I see what you
Dad
did.
jokes. They're
7
really good.
attacks
Yes.
with the +1 for Adrenalite.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s, but 6s to hit will do 3 mortal wounds instead of normal damage. With her Bloodglaive. Ooh.
So 2 die.
2 mortal wounds there.
I thought you said 3 mortal wounds each.
Sorry,
6
3.
is...
As in 2 of them are
yeah,
mortal wounds.
2... Well, no, that's 3 mortal wounds.
Correct.
And 3, yeah, so 2 are dead.
That's right.
Is
And
there
then
an upper limit to this, by the way? Because that's 6
No,
mortal
no
wounds. You do
limit.
like 28 mortal wounds.
if I rolled all 6s, it would be all mortal wounds.
Nasty.
Yeah. 4s. So I'd be 2 at AP, at least 4, I believe.
Okay,
With
so
Glaive.
the 2 mortal wounds will go on people that haven't got storm shields. And these will go on storm shields. And they die.
Oh no, she just nuked more than half the squad. What?
Well, that sucked.
That was pretty nasty. I guess she'll pile in.
Yeah.
She'll just pile in. She is a show stealer. She can go 6 inches.
Okay. Why doesn't she go and hop next to Harkon Starry?
They're gonna have a nice
chat
hug
about
off.
it.
Hey, what's going on? Nice to meet you.
Right, I'm not paying to interrupt because I don't think he's going to do much. They've got 4 wounds, right?
They're 4 wins each.
And he's the... I know, there's no point in interrupting. He's going to die. Over there, I don't think you're going to do enough damage to kill all 3 Blade Guard.
Okay, so you want to keep your command points.
I've got 3 left.
Okay, so I will.
And in this economy, command point rerolls are very expensive. I think that's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah. So I might need them for some fluky thing later on.
Yeah, math checks out. So in that case, I'm going to do my pile-ins and consolidates with like most of the troops.
And then the grotesque will hit the crap out of them.
I might actually try and get the glory for Skarri here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put him in here, and then I might be able to get another incubi just in case. Because if I kill him with either of these, then the grotesque get a 6-inch move this way.
That's deadly.
Yeah, which I'm very excited about.
So let's do Skarri then.
Let's try Skarri.
Yes.
Does he hit you?
He hits me.
He does. Does he wound you?
I don't know what he wounds
Only
on.
twice.
On
AP 3. 2 damage.
He's on 1 wound left.
That's right. Then I will do this incubi.
3 incubi.
I was
swinging away.
2s, but rerolling 1s because Skarri's close.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
And
Drop dice don't count.
needing 4s.
AP minus a
AP
gazillion.
3 at least.
Yeah.
Nice. Good rolls.
Yeah, he's gone.
I got him.
And because the grotesques charge, they can pile in 3. They can consolidate 3. They are a charging unit. And when you pile in and consolidate, terrain doesn't slow you down.
Correct.
And all of a sudden, they're putting pressure on my lines over there. And more importantly, this entire half of the battle grid now is controlled by the Dark King.
The plan comes to fruition, Winters.
And over here, the Court of the Archon piles in. Fighting first with the depressed Urgles.
They're so depressed, Winters. 2s. Oh, I'm going to spend my last command point, actually.
Oh,
On prey on the weak.
they're not weak. They're Blade Guard veterans.
I get to reroll 1s to hit.
Okay.
Because they are not at full strength.
Okay.
So 2s rolling 1s.
Right.
4s to wound.
Yes. After the reroll, everything hit, and that's a really good wounding. And these are all minus
Just
one.
one, just AP1, which
So it's all
doesn't
2 up
actually
saves,
matter
yeah.
against you.
Sorry, 3 up saves, +1 for the shield. So -1, +1. That kills one.
Ooh.
That kills another.
Oh my goodness. The puppies did it!
Unless a command point reroll.
That's true.
And then you got a bajillion slith attacks coming in.
And the Lamian, don't forget her.
Nah, nah. Yeah? Nah. Nah. Yeah? I don't, 1 minute. No, they're gone. Let's take them away. Let's take them away. I feel like I owe these guys. See, I don't, I'm speechless is a word that I can't say right now because I'm speechless. That was crazy.
It's nuts. That was
good.
nuts. Yeah.
Absolute brutality there shown off by the Court of the Archon, which then consolidate backwards out of the ruin so I can't shoot you. It does allow my sergeant to strike, who hits 4 times.
Yep.
And wounds 4 times.
So the Urgles are the ones that are wounded.
Yes.
So I will just take it on Urgles.
Okay.
So I need 5 up invulnerable saves.
You don't make any.
No. And 5 up shrugs.
Drop dice don't count.
And the Urgle that is wounded takes 1 more wound.
So
leaving him at 1 remaining.
Wipe out 3 Blade Guard. In return, you only take a wound back. And that's 1 squad entirely wiped out. This is another squad entirely wiped out. And that is the end of Drukari turn 3. And I've got 3 squads of Firstborn left. And at the end of Drukari turn 3, they score no prisoners, which makes it 35 points to 40. They're coming back in at only 5 points in it, and you're holding on to defend Stronghold as well.
Try and get it.
So at the end of this turn, it could be 40 points each. You're ditching overwhelming firepower because there's not a lot of guns in your list.
However, I did pull you down to 5 primary points.
5? Yeah, I'm only on 1 here. Just 1. As we go on to Dark Angels. Turn 4. Here are the orders from High Command. No prisoners. Keep killing stuff and blood and guts. Kill stuff in close combat. And deploy a teleport homer in the Drukari's deployment zone. So at the end of my turn, it's 45 points to 35 in favour of the Dark Angels, but only dropping 5 on the primary there. That's a problem, because you're going to max out the primaries now. So you will beat me on the primary game, so I need to try and get as many secondaries as I can. In order to do this, I need to deploy teleport homers and basically kill them. But I also can't have only 5 points for the primaries in the last turn as well. So the unit that was here advanced, and I had to CP reroll it, put me down a 1 CP now to get onto this objective over here.
Gave you enough movement though.
It gave me enough movement. He isn't breaking out of close combat. So that's the plan. My Interrogator Chaplain jumped up and over. He's here. He's a problem for you in turn 5 potentially. And he's deployed his teleport Homer to bring in more Deathwing Terminators. And then I need to kill as much as possible. So I'm lining up a charge with the Blade Guard veterans. The idea is to shoot them with as many guns as I can. Go charging in. If I wipe the squad, or get close to wipe. How many wounds do they have each? 4.
The grotesques have 4 each.
4 each. So I think math tells me I've got 17. Oh yeah, I need to kill them all to get points. So let's do that. Let's shoot everything we can at the grotesque, starting with the pistols and the storm bolters from the apothecary. Small arms went in, causing no wounds whatsoever. Now this squad up here that stayed still is going to fire everything into them. Let's start off with the storm bolters, which hit on 2s. And we'll wound the grotesques on 5s, causing 2 wounds.
So 5 up and 5 up again. No, I take a damage.
Scratch the surface. Missile launchers. Hit all the times. 3s to wound with the launchers of the missile variety. I wounds all the times.
These crack rockets coming in hot. 5s to shrug them. No, that's 4 that go through.
So D3 on the first one.
D6 damage each.
Okay, so the first one has to shrug 6 wounds. That's 6. 2 missiles.
He has 3 wounds remaining. And he does go down.
Second one. 6.
Ooh, 6
shrugs
on the second one.
to make
5 ups. He also goes down.
Making my charge longer.
The last one. Oh my goodness.
Another 6 damage.
And that one also goes down.
The missiles slam home, killing 3 of the grotesques. They can't charge. They can't charge. This unit that move around can charge. And I don't have a CP. Well, I have 1 CP, but it costs 2 to re-roll this. So here's the glory.
The glory.
Blade Guard veterans. And that's an 11-inch charge.
Beautiful roll.
The veterans raise their swords and strike on 3s and miss a lot. And they'll wound on 4s.
7 saves. That is 5 up invulnerables.
Okay.
Okay.
You boss 3 of them.
Now, they are 2 damage each.
2 damage each, yeah.
So the first grotesque will take 4 of these.
Yes.
5s.
And he's alive on 2 wounds.
He's alive. You will soak up the next one. He loves it. And he'll soak up the next one. He lives! And with 1 wound remaining.
Brilliant.
Wants all the glory.
Court of the Archon, yeah.
Okay, 2 to hit.
Yeah.
I just need a 6 on this to kill you. No, that's a save though.
You don't kill me.
She didn't. She tried so hard.
Now the Urgles from the Depression.
This is going to be the Slith.
Sliths?
Yeah, they have better AP.
Okay.
So 2s.
2s.
And 4s.
Okay.
That would be 4 at AP 2.
Threat saves. He's dead.
Got him.
From the Court of the Archon to the 2 grotesques, which are 10 attacks coming back in.
Hitting on 2s. Yeah. And they're just a little bit too far to get reroll 1s from Archon Skarri.
Okay.
And they are wounding on 4s.
Yes.
In a circle, saving them from the brunt of it. So 4 at AP 2, which will bring them up to their invulnerable saves. 2 damage each.
One of the Blade Guard veterans is injured, but he doesn't take a step back, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay, well I do owe you bravery.
Don't roll a 6. We know what happens when you roll morale. You're going to get a 1.
1?
Yeah.
Yes!
Roll a 1. They hang in there. And that is the end of my turn 4. I just needed to kill 1 more, actually. I'm up to 28 wounds for no prisoners. I am going to get rid of Blood and Guts, because that's going to be really hard to score with the number of units remaining on the battlefield. So I get 5 points for my deploying the teleport homers.
You do.
You get 5 points for defending your stronghold.
I do.
Which makes it 50 points to 40. But then, at the start of Drukari turn 4, they're controlling more objectives than me. So suddenly they're in the lead by 5 points.
Ooh.
55 points to the Drukari and 50 points to the Dark Angels. And they still have some orders to draw as we go into the Dark King's turn 4. And now the awesome orders come out. Behind enemy lines, you're back there already. Raising a banner, you can do that on an objective in No Man's Land easily. Battle with Supremacy, any 3 objectives, easy. These all 3 are easy. So in the Drukari movement phase, the court of the Archon are heading down for this unit of Terminators that ran through the building last time.
Bite and burn.
And your homunculus is chilling and has gathered all the racks around him to protect this objective back here. Now, this and that gives you battlefield supremacy. They're also raising a banner down here as well. And you've got many units in my deployment zone for behind enemy lines. You spent your CP that you got back this turn so that the racks Grotesque can fall back and charge. And we've seen what all this mess does when it charges, trying to kill every single one of these Blade Guard down here. Then we ran through the shoots phase because there wasn't much gun. Slith firing in here causing no wounds, and Aussie Factors going into the Apothecary causing no wounds. I say it wasn't much gun actually. There's blasters and heat lancers and lancers that went into the Blade Guard veteran squad, and with force to wound and 4 up invulnerable saves at the end of all of that, 2 Blade Guard veterans died. But we're not here for the shooting phase.
We're here for mighty combat.
After the charge phase, the Court of the Archon go in one more time, and in the middle, the only thing that failed the charge, because there's a nice Talos-shaped gap there, was the Talos, but everyone else is in. Oh, I thought you'd finished everything.
Nope. we ended up chatting. It was a great time.
Well, Cat's going to make you a full English breakfast. Have you had one since you've been here? Full English?
Not full English.
How much? I mean...
that's why I came here, you know.
You know fat? You like fat food? Mm-hmm. Do you like fatty food?
I do.
Because it's going to be full on
delicious
heart attack on a plate.
I don't need arteries.
Okay.
That's what I pay the homunculus for.
You won't have any arteries after arteries. It's going to be delicious. Let's just say it's going to be delicious.
Very excited about it.
I've only got 1 CP. I can't pay to interrupt.
You cannot.
So the camera's here. Shall we start here?
Yeah. Let's start with the crazy succubus of death.
I don't like her.
She's so good.
What is this combination that you've put on her?
The thing is, you have to run Cult of the Red Grief,
yes,
which is not considered the most quote-unquote competitive.
Right.
But gives you access to the Archite, the Blood Glaive,
yes,
which is a 3 damage glaive.
And then 6 is
and
to
then
wound.
precision blows or strikes from the Witch Cult Warlord trait table.
Yes.
Gives her the 6s to hit do mortals, which is awesome.
Particularly when it's a 3 damage weapon.
Correct. 3 damage is great. It is also a great way to bypass -1 damage things.
Ooh.
Because it doesn't do damage, it just does mortals.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So, 7 attacks from her.
Please don't roll any 6s.
And,
You rolled a 6.
Okay.
So 1 gets wiped out.
And then needing 4s, because that's the thing. So that'd be 3 invulnerable saves, please.
And every failed 1 kills a Blade Guard veteran.
Correct, because she's a murder machine.
So there's 1 left.
She kills 3 of them.
Say all that again.
Well, since I've come to England,
yes,
I've played a few games, and the last one I've tried for the succubus is different builds, because I'm trying to getting over my WTC hangover.
Okay.
So the build I tried is called the Suicide Succubus.
Right.
Which is the Cursed Blade Succubus with Treacherous Deceiver and the Traitor's Embrace, Warlord Trait and Relic.
And that does...
So every time she passes an invulnerable save on a 4+ in combat, she bounces back on mortal wounds. Ooh. And then the unit that kills her in combat takes on a 2+, 3+ D3 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, so her job is just to go in and get killed and do lots of damage as she gets
Make
killed.
Saves and bounce them back, and then when she dies...
She bounces back a bunch.
So there's a couple of different chocolates in the chocolate butts for the succubuses, and I like it.
So now Archon Skarri is going to try and take the honor here.
Take down the Blade Guard.
Try and bring down the final Blade Guard. 2s. Blackheart reroll.
Okay.
Excellent.
4s to wound.
4s to wound.
3 wounds.
3 invulnerable saves. Oh.
How much damage?
2 each.
He does.
I did bring him down.
He takes the honour of taking out the Blade Guard veteran sergeant. So now we're going to have some more movement shenanigans.
There you go. 3, 6.
It's interesting because right now I have a chaplain. I have an apothecary. Did you mean to charge here with the racks? I think.
That was I forgot. So that's,
you can charge.
And then 6 inches for the witches as well.
Right. Yeah, we were filming, so I've let you. Charge there.
So 3. This is 3 racks, and then I have a sergeant.
Okay.
2s and 4s. These are only AP1, so that's AP2.
Okay.
And that's AP1. And then the
3 up,
sergeant. Yep.
2 up. Okay, takes a wound. Shrug. He shrugs it.
Okay, and then the electrocorrosive whip from
What?
the sergeant. Electrocorrosive whip.
It's just Drukari. I don't understand.
This is AP3 and these are AP2.
Okay, so 4 up saves, and then 3 up saves, and another 3 up save. How much damage is an Aurora? Shrug. He takes a wound.
Excellent.
So there. And now the Court of the Archon one more time.
Ooh, excellent. My favourite.
Into Terminators. This is squad number 3 that they've gone nomming into.
Yes.
They are a black hole of death. I should have put more in them at, overwhelm it. When you have black holes, you need to overwhelm them.
When you face a court, you have to try and kill it before it gets its 5 up invulnerable save.
When does it get its 5 up invulnerable save?
Turn 3.
Okay.
Once it gets its 5 up invulnerable save, it becomes very, very hard to kill.
Because it's all got 5 up invuln and 5 up shrug. Are you looking for dice?
I'm looking for one more dice.
You look confused.com.
I do. I think they're in your pocket.
They probably are.
I'm not going fishing for that.
You can. Go on. They're definitely in my pocket. Get your hand in there.
No.
Go on.
Don't make me do it.
Get your hand in there.
Don't make me
Go on. You were surprisingly gentle when you went fishing in there, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried very hard.
2s.
2s.
Very warm hands, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I had to warm them up for the hobnobs.
Yeah.
4s.
So these are 2 up saves. One's on 1 wound remaining.
Okay.
And then
this
yes, on 2s. Everything is good.
4s to wound.
Right.
I like rolling lots of dice.
And these are 3 up saves.
So these are AP2.
Yes. So that is 7? 6.
6.
3 up saves. One's taken a wound, and these are 2 damage each.
No, just 1 damage.
Oh, so one's on 1 wound remaining.
That was 2 1s plus that fail, so that'll kill 1 turn.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. I'm glad you're paying attention.
The Lamiad. 2s. 1. Does it do immortal? No, but it does do an armor save.
So terminate dice in total.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Now I shall strike you. Pile in, smack you back with a hammer, and wound you once.
Twice. I'm only toughness 3.
3 times.
So 5 ups. I will put it on Urgles.
Okay. And that's
1.
3 damage. Yeah.
3 damage on the single wounded Urgle.
Okay.
He almost lives.
And then fists.
Doesn't count.
Drop dice don't count, so that many. And I wound you 4 times.
I will put it on Urgles.
Yes.
5s. Okay, so 3. They're 2 damage each.
They are.
So 1 Urgle soaks up 2 on 5s.
Of course he does.
He lives and soaks up the second one on 5s. And he does.
Okay.
Get a second Urgle.
And then there's a chain fist in there, which wounds twice.
And these are D3 each.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 ups. 1 D3 damage.
For 3.
And will the last Urgle survive?
Of course he does.
He does. And has 1 wound remaining.
The last action of the phase was to fight back with my apothecary, who did manage to punch one of the racks to death, and that is the end of Drukari. Turn 4, and at the end of turn 4, I have my apothecary here. I have my chaplain there. And then I've got 2 units of Terminators left, and if you look across the remainder of the battle grid, the Drukari have taken it all. But more than that, they get 15 points on their secondaries as well, putting their score up to 70 points to my 55 as we go into Dark Angels, turn 5. Here are my orders: assassination, investigate sites, and attempting target. And as the Dark Angels have been pushed back and back and back, I won't be able to score any of those secondary objectives. That's the tempting target. Kill a character is going to be impossible down with this lock here. And investigate site, do an action in the middle of the board. I'm not going to be able to do that either. In fact, the only points I'm going to get this turn is 5 points for the primaries. For the objective Terminators that are currently fighting the court of the Archon down there, which means my final game score with the painting will be 75 points. You're on 70.
That's
At
right.
the start of your turn, you're going to get 15 points for the primaries.
Well, 10 max, because it'll max my primaries.
Max your primaries,
Yeah.
and then you're going to draw a bunch of secondary cards. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no way back for the Dark Angels right now. And we're just drawing the objectives to see what the Drukari can get. And extend battle lines, you can do it automatically. Secure no man's land, you can do automatically. And that will mean Skarri from Skaredcast YouTube channel will max out the primaries and the secondaries for a perfect score of 100 points to the Dark Angel's 75 points.
Ah, the Dark Kin.
And this is the way the world ends. So that was an epic game. I really enjoyed myself. Second time I've got to play with Skarri from Skaredcast. I can't recommend his channel highly enough. He's a gentle mushroom, and that was a game.
I honestly thought you had me at the beginning when all my cards were terrible.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able, and you were just in a very commanding position. And then about that turn 3, it just kind of flipped on its head, and it just started snowballing in my direction.
And that's why we love Tempest of War. It can swing one way and swing the other way.
Yeah.
From my point of view, I would have hoped that some of this would have been able to... You just came through there like a wrecking ball. You went through there like Miley Cyrus and destroyed them. And the push that I went this way kind of bounced. So the stuff did the stuff that you needed it to do. My chaplain didn't manage to get his crow's wet in all of this either. But yeah, when this started coming through on my flank over here and just killing stuff, I thought, okay, I'll play for the objectives, I'll play for the things, and I'll play, and then that didn't happen either.
Yeah, well, I put a good over 1,000 points of my army just in this little section here.
Yeah.
And I was fighting a very small portion of your army with a lot of my army.
Yeah.
And the high efficiency of the court of the Archon meant that a very low amount of points was able, and the big unit of 20, which soaked up a lot of your firepower for the first couple of turns.
Yeah.
So they did their job, and then were able to just move block you in this nice little valley right here.
Perfect bit of move block in there. They did soak up a huge amount of firepower, which is why you bring them. And what's also very important as well is, I think, large line of sight blocking terrain on the tables is very important as well. So shooty armies don't have a free-for-all, and that came into a factor for both of us.
It did.
There were some times where I couldn't shoot you, and sometimes when your Lance and stuff wanted to sneak out and shoot some of my stuff and it couldn't. And I don't feel that people play with enough terrain often.
This was a very good amount of terrain, and well placed, where you could try and create angles and force your opponent to have to move one way or another. Like, it might look relatively open, but if you get to a model's eye view of the table and go around, like, you can, there are angles, but there are ways that you can make sure that your opponent can't shoot.
Exactly. There's like nice open firing lanes, stuff like this. But yeah, down at model eye view, there's all sorts of blocking things happening all over the place. So I do like fighting on dense terrain. It makes the game more interesting because movement wins your games, right?
Correct.
You're the tournament pro. It's all about moving.
It's the one thing you can control going from A to B.
I'd never thought of it that way.
Yeah, dice are dice. You can't control dice. You can control movement.
That's sage. That's wise. Like Malkador. Well, no, I shouldn't say. Like
I need a monocle now.
Asdrubal Vect.
Asdrubal Vect.
How do you say the first name?
How do you say Guilliman? Rubute.
No one knows. Is it Rubute or is it Reboot? So we do hope you enjoyed that battle report. This battle mat and all the scenery is pretty much from gamemat.eu. If you'd like to support me, then I encourage you to become a channel member. Skarri's also got Patreon and other things.
Patreon is the main one.
Patreon is the main one, and you've got your own Discord.
I do. Most of the stuff I do is free. However, I do this full time, so just like yourself, Mr. Winters.
It's the lovely patrons and the lovely supporters that keep us going.
You let us do what we do, and we cannot be more thankful for all your support.
Exactly. So we'll wrap it up there. We do hope you enjoyed that battle. I'm going to feed him a full English breakfast now. Have you ever had one ever in your life?
Maybe.
Okay, well...
If I see it, and then it'll be like, oh yes, I remember.
She's a great cook as well. You're going to smash this down. You're going to love it.
I'm so excited.
It's like a heart attack on a plate.
First I have to feast on your soul, then I get to feast on...
Cat's food. Well, happy war... Yeah, just...
Happy wargaming. Is that what you wanted to say? Bye, everybody.